Aí é diferente, né? Quer comparar eu gravar com ela jogar normal?
Ih, meu Deus do céu. Não vou falar nada.
É isso aí, gente. Hã? Esse droga bate de novo, rapaziada. E aí, Rogério, bom dia, meu mano. Nossa, é mesmo, hein? Bem lembrado, pô. Eu nem tinha visto. Bagunça da molecada ali. Ah, não é de boa, pô. E aí, tranquilidade? Só de boa? Que isso, é louco. Você quer mito? Tamo junto, Rogério. Você quer mito? Nós não teve mais, hein? Mas hoje toma aí. Bora. Bora pra cima. Ah, tamo bem, graças a Deus. Tamo bem, feliz. As horas tá rodando bem, né? Também tá bem, graças a Deus. Eu tava dando uma olhada nas horas lá, tá legalzinho as horas. Se for colocar comparação, põe aqui 3 meses, quando em janeiro, foi em março que eu saí de férias? Em março que eu saí de férias, que eu tô. Ah, eu esqueci de trocar a porra do time. Que eu tomei o strike. Depois que eu consegui voltar normal, né?
Você comprou cenoura?
Não comprei. Pra que você queria? Fazer bolo?
Não.
Você ia fazer o quê? Salada?
Fiz salada de brócolis. Vai
Ah,
fazer um diferente. Da Viana.
faltam umas 1.000 horas. Pra mim, se eu não me engano, Rogério, faltam umas 1.300 horas mais ou menos. Nem isso eu acho. Como vai? Não, se Deus quiser, mano. Se Deus quiser, pra vocês aí, velho, não tem nem como falar que vai dar ruim, né, mano? Vocês estão sempre aí fortalecendo nós, ajudando. É... Oh, amém. Só sucesso pra nós sempre, né? Aí a formaçãozinha estilo a nossa também. Rogério, só me confirma aqui, esse Pelican aqui, ele é amador criativo ou ele é, como é que fala? Amador criativo ou jogador de infiltração? Tem infiltração? É porque eu tô pensando que.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Pensando
in
que
the
por causa
minds
que
of
acontece,
the
tá, que eu
footballing
fico
folk in
perco
this
muito
part
meio
of the
campo ali,
world.
mas eu gosto também
Expectations
de jogar com o
rising,
orquestrador que ele
evident
segura
in the
ali
crowd, hoping to be
a
treated
posição,
to
né?
a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. And here's Owen. That is good alertness. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now it's Owen. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ah, é o primeiro que veio, entendi. Você falta pouquinho também já, Rogério? Você falta poucas horas já, né?
Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Griezmann. Nice interception, well timed. Hits one!
Pedido. E aí, a bola não é para ter tocado.
Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Não, olha aí, B, eu comprei 2 de um e 1 do outro. É o que estava na promoção lá no mercado.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois.
He's a huge presence
between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. First corner now gone. Neymar, and the finish! Oh, that was nice, but
Você falta muitas horas, Rogério?
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And the keeper beats it away. And it's Totti. Nedved. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He has found the way through. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Aí saiu ali, manco aqui.
Vieira. Deco. Owen. And that could set him on his way. Shot a goal!
Aí narigudo.
Decent strike, kept it.
Narigudo é nojento, mano.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Oh, right place, right time. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Corinthians finding their passes. And it's Totti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very nearly half an hour gone here. Owen will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Griezmann.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and
He's given it away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Deco. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's clever. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Vieira. Here's Totti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira. And it's Deco. Now it's Neymar. Neatly clipped into space. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bom dia, tropa. Bom dia, boa tarde já. Quase boa tarde, rapaziada. Já fez bem-vindo aí, mano.
No way through, so back it comes. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Vieira. Deco. Now it's Owen. Costa Curta. And here's Griezmann. Vinicius Junior. And it's Deco. And here's Owen. And Owen!
Ai, Owen.
Decent effort.
Você tá pelo menos jogou. Alô, cowboy, tá no Japão. Boa noite, inferno. Então, cara.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Corinthians may probably be feeling
Não, pô, eu troquei aí, cara.
on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more.
Eu troquei, Wanderson. Olha aí o título da live aí. Fecha a chave de novo.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Então, depois que eu abri a live aqui, que eu fui ver que...
Substituição em andamento.
Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
There's the hit! What a
Vamos ver, acabei de colocar agora.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that into his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Corinthians different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Owen!
Faz o gol.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Owen did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Hakimi. The message is clear. None shall pass. Now, great chance!
Oh, mamãe. Vamos, mamãe.
Two to the good. They have breathing space.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Corinthians are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Corinthians, with this handy-looking 2-0 lead, they are looking comfortable. Flamengo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Owen. Nedved. Hakimi. Corinthians are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Vai sair. Ah, cê é louco, que jeito, pra onde? Quem te contou isso aí, mano? Pro é aquele que eu tava vendo hoje de manhã, o Vini. O Vini é prova. O Vini tem. Ali joga diferenciado. Eu. Sou um jogador casual. Rapaziada.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. Batistuta. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cut Cantona!
Goleiro. E aí, Brumenal? Boa tarde, como é que tá,
Cantona
Brumenal? Só
actually
de boa?
didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Boa tarde já, né? Porque eu fui falar bom dia aí, o Wanderson.
Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
É, boa
That is a
tarde já, né,
really good
rapaziada?
chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
É que o título da live não tinha trocado, mano.
Serginho. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Wesley Sneijder. He may be small in size, but he's big on influence, and if he has lively movement around him, he'll find the runners. He's the pivot for all that goes forward.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Schneider. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Gently done. Owen. Cafu showed plenty of zest in getting
Aí,
to the
ó,
ball,
só
but
os
couldn't
pró.
quite sort it out.
Wanderson, Brumenal. Só elite.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's burst through. It's Luis
Aí não tem como.
Suarez.
Aí você pediu pra entregar.
Corinthians.
Só elite, só elite.
Swift, incisive,
Só os
deadly,
bravos na live.
all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped
Essa.
it.
Isso.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Suarez.
Well, that was
Ó,
well
aí,
positioned
não
and
quer falar não, mas o Suárez tem passe de primeira, viu?
their backs to goal.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. No, that's been intercepted. Schneider. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Schneider. Decent hit!
Ah, nesse gol, mano.
It's
E
in!
aí, Total Gamer,
They
só
have grabbed themselves an
pra cima.
equaliser.
Só voga.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like
Cadê
this
o
was
Total
going to
Game?
happen, and it has.
Ikezão carimbado, tamo junto.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Tá nesse gol.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from
He
him.
won't be happy with that one.
Ensina como é que esse cara upou esse canteiro dele aí, que esse canteiro dele tá,
Disappointed with that.
tá insano ali, viu?
Conte. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Dida can pick that up.
Ah, tamo bem, graças a Deus, Total Game. Como é que tá, meu mano? Como é que tá o pegar lá nas lives lá? Filme forte?
Saliba. Well, it
Ah,
looked
tá tudo
promising for a
fechado ali,
moment,
né?
but it came to nothing. Batistuta. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Tá só esperando um passe pra me pegar no. Pra sair no contra-ataque.
Schneider goes short. Gets his head to it. That's a half-decent try. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from it.
Messi. And the finish. Oh, it's come loose. There's the shot.
Meu Deus do céu, gente.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Tô firme lá, eu
So
percebi,
half-time,
não,
and it
eu
is
não
all
tô
square.
facilitando
Neither able to pull away
que eu
from the
passo
other,
na
but that is not
correria,
due
mas
to
sempre
any
que eu
shortage
posso,
of
eu
effort
passo
on
lá e
either
deixo o like
side.
lá, mano.
It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant.
E
And
mesmo,
as
eu
for
vi
the
lá como é
managers,
que melhorou
check your
bastante
heart
lá.
rate.
Acompanho bastante sua
Corinthians
live
get
lá,
into
eu
the
vejo.
dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge.
Bora que bora, pegar firme pra. É. Buscar essa monetização aí também, que eu tô vendo. Também merece demais, né? É nós, somos juntos, Totalmente.
Corinthians get the ball rolling for the second period. Owen. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk.
Ah, eu queria só um errinho.
That's a sharp pass. Luis Suarez!
Golaço. A mentira. Ah,
He was glad to
mano.
see the back of that.
Mentira,
Suarez
velho.
might just be regretting what was
Pra que eu
probably
fui
the
abrir a
toughest
boca?
of his options.
Eu fui abrir a porra da boca.
Corinthians come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Batistuta. Messi. Pinches it off him. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that's not going to reach. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Oh, nicely
É,
intercepted.
de primeira não.
Now it's Owen. And here's Deco. Luis Suarez. Brilliantly cut out. That pass has been well intercepted. Owen. He's in a great position. Hits one. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Owen. Ledjed. And Messi! Corinthians perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. But it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chuta, Suárez.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
E abriu, velho.
Messi. And now the breakaway. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Bastoni. And it's Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi. Owen. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Batistuta. He's picked his way through. They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, the defense proved
olha o homem aí,
but that
não
won't be the
xinga,
last they'll see of him.
não xinga, gente boa demais. E Ney do Flamengo, só de boa, meu mano? Tamo junto, Ney. Seja muito bem-vindo aí, meu mano. Obrigadão pela presença aí. Homem aí, não xinga, gente boa demais. Tamo junto, mano. Obrigadão aí, viu? Deus abençoe pela presença aí. Tamo bem, mano. Bem, tá. Muito bem, graças a Deus. E aí, como é que tá? Jogando muito, passando muita raiva. O Mingão é brabo, né, mano? O Mingão é foda jogar, né, mano? O Mingão é embaçado de jogar, mano. Domingão. Domingão parece que solta a colega dos pró, né, mano? Solta os pró aí morre.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the
Não.
commitment.
Ah.
This game could yet yield a
Na
winner.
moral. É louco. Cadê essa vida, quando?
Oh, good read.
Antes.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gets his pass away. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Tries a shot!
Vamos!
Corinthians!
Aí que arrumou aquele passe feio ali,
And
né?
they've got
Ele
their
deve
lead
ver.
back. That is so good.
Ah.
Such sharp skills.
Ninguém
And
teve, mas
such
não é
a
mesmo não,
delicious
mano. Na
finish.
moral.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that
Os
finish.
caras
I
que
honestly
você
thought
vê
his odds
feliz assim,
weren't that good.
falando bem, você não vê reclamando muito do jogo,
Corinthians
alguma
take
coisa
the lead.
assim, é os
Look,
pró,
he's
né,
the
mano?
one everyone
Tem
expects
as
to put
manhas,
the
né,
ball in
mano?
the net. That's what he's paid.
Batistuta! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up!
Ah, tomei a porra do gol,
Taken
mano.
with style.
Ah, Soares é brabo, mano. Olha esse
Once
gol,
more,
mano.
we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Eu vou tomar a virada
there's
desse maluco.
resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Batistuta.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And on!
O passe dele tá
And the
muito
ball's he's
perfeito,
been
mano.
caught napping.
Ah, não erra um
We
passe,
are
mano.
into stoppage time. Well seen.
Olha isso, velho. Meus passes não saem, mano.
A good watch, more than a good watch.
Ah,
actually.
não. Você me
Certainly
deu
from
uma
a
bosta,
sporting
né,
perspective.
o Ney?
It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely
Você me
satisfied.
deu uma bosta, mano.
Luis
Tá bom,
Suarez,
pelo menos
voted
empatando,
man of
não
the match,
perdendo, né?
and deservedly so.
Aí também joga bem pra caralho também.
After all of that, Jim,
Vai jogar bem também, mano. Perdemos um pontinho. Pra não joga mal, não. Ah, o servidor é muito fraco, né, mano? Ah, isso aí, rapaziada. Rapaziada, quem não foi inscrito aí, mano, puder deixar um like, se inscrever, mano. Ajudar a gente a bater nossas metas aí, mano. Fortalecer nós aí. Ajudar nosso trampo aí, mano. Agradeço de coração, mano. Não somos dos melhores, mas também não somos dos piores.
Vai deixar mais, mano?
Como é que tá, baby? Segue aí, rapaziada. Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha, por favor. Vamos ver.
Foi.
Aí tá ótimo. Voltei, rapaziada. Né? O servidor é muito fraco, né, mano? Aí fica foda nós jogar, né, mano? Ainda mais pra quem então gosta de desempenhar um bom futebol aí. Fica foda, né, mano? Vamos tentar jogar assim? Ver se nós conseguimos desse jeito. Jogar começa aqui armando. Ronaldinho aqui. O Nedved, acho que o Nedved tá vindo muito de. Assim, como ele já tá de mate, né, mano? Ele já. Na hora que você vai caçar, ele já tá lá infiltrando.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. The action has already started. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Messi. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, there's the hit! It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty. We hope,
Sure.
Peter, being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Mas
And
poderiam
it's
ser
dealt with
fazer
by
isso aí
the
sem ele.
Russian keeper. Now it's Batistuta. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Nedved. Guardiola. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both.
He's having a go! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Corinthians really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Alexander-Arnold. Guardiola. Still goalless. Rummenigge. No, he's not getting past him there. Nedved. And it's Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Foden. And Alexander-Arnold. Alvarez.
Tá sambando.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That has not gone well.
Que isso, mas sério, ele tocou a bola lá do outro lado.
Ronaldinho. Nedved. It's a sweet ball there. Rummenigge. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's had it nicked away. Pickford. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Vieira. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well played. Stood up well to him there. Beckenbauer. And it's Batistuta. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Neymar pinches it off him. Vieira, guilty party there.
Oh, esse sistema de passe da Konami que é estranho demais, mano. Se aperta fraco, vai forte. Se aperta forte, vai fraco.
Messi. Rummenigge. Van Dijk. Foden.
Corinthians have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Vinicius Junior. Guardiola. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And it's Messi. Batistuta. Half-time getting close now. Foden. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foden. And it's Guardiola. Gets a good foot in there. Vinicius Junior. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 20.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Corinthians different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Messi going face to face with his great rival. Well timed, excellent interception.
Foden.
Nedved. Messi hoisted in.
And it's Ronaldinho. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I
Quase que
think,
faz
needs
o
a
gol de
retry,
ponta
maybe
também.
with a better outcome.
Eu tô até desistir.
Messi. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's going to be another throw. Oh, that's delightful. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Foden. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Corinthians couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Batistuta. Just eases him off the ball. A deeply frustrating game so far.
Meu
Certainly in
Deus
terms
do
of the
céu,
scoreline,
mano.
it remains 0-0. Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Guardiola. And here's Foden.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Nice, he's got the shot away!
Caralho, mano.
Oh, it's gone in! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter. Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
É uma palhinha de fundo, eu tô com uma mania muito feia de toda hora querer cortar pra
Movement
tudo.
is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Vinicius Junior, and he's been shifted off it. Alvarez. Owen, and Owen! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Owen had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
And here's Foden. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oi. Adi.
Vai dar com a festa.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Alvarez was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Alexander-Arnold. He's gone for goal! And that has put paid to that. And that was very necessary. Pass somewhat off target. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shot! There's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Palmeiras grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Ai, Jesus, amado, é foda, mano. A bola que volta pra trás pro cara, mano.
Tries to get it clear.
Meu Deus.
João Neves. And he was alert to it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Dê a falta, juiz.
Can he latch on to this? Rafinha. He won't be happy with that one.
Meu Deus, mano. Quanto que
And it's not
sobra
going
pros
up here.
caras,
It's 3
velho.
minutes.
Meu Deus, cara, mano. Pelo amor de Deus, cara. Toca a bola de primeira,
Alvarez.
Jesus.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, they shouldn't be...
That's
Meu
that.
Deus, mano.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing
É um
battling
jogo que gosta de
qualities
dar gol
and
pros
neither
caras,
willing
velho.
to give in. Owen voted man of the match and
Meu
deservedly
Deus, mano.
so.
Olha o gol que o cara faz, mano. O cara
The end of
faz,
the
mano.
game.
Parece que...
Reflections?
Toma, faz.
That really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is...
Pelo amor de Deus, você tá em louco, cara. Tá foda achar aqui, mano. Salve, alguma atualização de boxe de aniversário por fora? Tô por fora. Salve, Wagner. Ah, vai vir a boxe, acho que dia 9, né? Você tá fazendo os login aí que tá saindo? Então, eu acho que eu ganhei uns também, cara. Deixa eu ver. Eu tenho uns aqui. Uns não, tem vários, né? Pra ver com agressividade 73, mas tá caçando, Davi?
Pode celular, tá aí?
Nossa, o Davi tá aqui comigo, não?
Também deve estar aí. Não deve estar aí. Não sei, não tá lá no meu carro, não? Mas quando eu saí do videogame, eu não peguei no celular. Eu não quero escolher.
Isso assim, tá bom. Acho que ganhei alguns. Ganhei uns 17. Se eu não me engano, eu acho que é isso mesmo, né? Acho que é na faixa de uns 20, eu acho. Vamos ver aqui. Já tem mais pra ganhar aqui, olha. Hoje ainda tem que fazer uns desafios contra a máquina aí. Mais foto, mais 3, né?
Ah, não, o que eu fiz?
Aí é 17 também, ganhei 17 também.
Olha o que eu fiz.
Ficou a mão?
Yeah. Achei no celular.
Essa final dá uma melhorada. Não, eu já fiz também, pô. Já fiz. Rapidão você faz. Eu fiz lá também. Eu acho que tem outro lá pra jogar contra a IA lá. Eu vou ver se eu faço ele mais tarde. Deixa ele rodando aqui. Olha que até agora nós não venceu, só empatando. Ficou bom?
Você não respeita?
Pegando sua mãe?
É.
Vai ficar sexta, sábado e domingo em casa. Que dia que começa a festa do cavalo? Terça?
Não, amanhã.
Amanhã?
Dia 7.
Amém, Senhor. Ó glória.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears,
tá dando
loud
retorno aí,
renditions
mano?
of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years. And this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white.
Tô louco.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
O que é? O que tem? Ah, te mandou mensagem?
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That's
Sim,
been cut out, well
não
played.
respondi ele.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Não respondeu ele, não.
Time, excellent interception.
Certo.
Bem?
Great ball if he can get there. Now this could be a chance. It's one!
Ah, era no Soares, mano.
And he's managed to get rid.
Dois.
Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played. It's Van Basten! Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be a threat.
Ah, não, já peguei com outra pessoa já.
Looking for a goal or two. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Ah, você apagou? Não, não apagou não. Eu tô aqui Eu tô vindo do mercado e você tá cochilando.
First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Corinthians have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances.
E é gostoso, brigadeiro, não sei porquê.
Ah, no real tem
Looking here to
bastante.
chip it through. Nesta spots it and intercepts.
Mas olha aqui, ó. Desse certinho, dá pra
Bullet.
comprar dois no
He's
valor.
got plenty of space out wide
Aí
here.
ele falou assim, ah, vocês nunca têm dinheiro sobrando, o que podia
Very
fazer?
nicely done.
Comprar aqui e revender.
Comprava,
Oh, good read. That
procurava
was well
saber com
played.
quem que eu já
Well
pobre,
stopped.
que não sai de lá.
And here's Son Heung-min.
Pagava mais barato e você pode estar vendendo mesmo.
Oh, that's fabulous.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
No way through. And Messi!
Não apagou não, você desmaiou. Filho.
Saliba can get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward.
Flamengo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Vieira. Cantona. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Nas outras lojas, deve ser sempre pouco lá na Bíblia,
And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, they could break here. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Looking for options for movement. Nedved. Cantona. Messi. He can run onto that. Oh, great chance! Messi. Good read, needed to be. Schneider. Flamengo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's well spotted. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Real chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And it's Van Basten. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hoisted in. No luck with that dink over the top. Vieira. Ronaldinho. Cantona. Now it's Nedved. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... That could spell trouble.
Não, faz isso não, mano.
And that could set him on his way.
Meu Deus, jogo.
There is the
Olha
half-time
onde
whistle.
esse cara lançou essa bola, mano.
Perhaps
Eu
not
não sou
full
com
of
cara
thrills
nada a
and
ver,
spills,
mano.
but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Campeonato também, vou te falar também, viu? Faço resumo em bater, porque eu vou deixar o campeonato em cima. Jogador lento na peste.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 10.
And the second half gets underway.
Camisa 15.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Camisa 18.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Nedved. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Flamengo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Porra, Soares também.
Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi. Corinthians, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, good-looking ball. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Suarez. Van Basten. Nesta gets across to intercept that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Flamengo have a free kick.
Certo, digamos. A foto que esse juiz deu. Eu apaguei.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Costa Curta. He is through here. That's a decent clearance. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And it's Owen. Deco. Just about up to the hour now. It's all a little bit
Engraçado, né?
desperate,
Lá
but it's got
então
the
esse
job
aqui
done.
também não é falta não.
That tackle was
Forward.
immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Nedved. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pullet
Aí.
with the foul.
Ah, bom.
Messi. Lewis, he's had a
Bom.
shot.
Ah,
Really nicely worked opportunity. That's some lovely exchanges.
The one and two touch
bom.
football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Griezmann. Griezmann! And that has fair fizzed.
Griezmann just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Son Heung-min. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Luis Suarez. Looking tidy in possession here. It's Nedved! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Header! That's a half-decent try.
Nedved did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Hullet. Hullet!
Também forçou a
He's
amizade
produced there
também.
the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Owen.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause.
Here's Haaland. Shapes to shoot! Messi.
Oh my God.
Deco. That has been cut short.
Corinthians appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what?
Big chance!
Aleluia, caralho. Tá aqui em cima.
Finally the breakthrough!
Meu Deus, velho. Vamos, Soares, caralho.
That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas
cueca, Davi.
are very punishable.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pô, Tinta.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. That is good alertness. Nedved. That's a sharp pass. Now it's... He's got the shot away! It's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Taken back almost at once. And it's Luis Suarez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Luis Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Até a carga total.
Não, eu vou falar nada. Eu gosto de pôr depois. É na família. Você viu o carregador da mãe? Ah, tá aqui, já tá aí em cima do... Da tocação lá de guarda-roupa, você foi lá, não fala? Dá solto. Aí, aqui agora foi 1h40. Acho que aí é porque...
Nossa, esse carregador é todo louco.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration. Vinicius Junior! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over and over again. It's because he had a wonderful understanding of the game and an incredible ability to read things before everyone else.
And he did it all with style and pizzazz, and that is the signature of the great man himself. And that's definitely not his best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Deco. Nedved. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that was very necessary. Roberto Carlos. Caught offside that time.
O Galo subir de cabeça aí sozinho também é embaçado, hein? O Galo ganhar do Saliba ali de cabeça aí.
Hullet. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
He's had a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tô ocupada.
Nada, tô esperando o rapaz sair do pause aqui.
Corinthians with the corner, they're first. Rijkaard getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Suarez. And here's Messi. Davids. And the pass is intercepted. Luis Suarez.
Programa. Meu Deus, qual que é o sentido dessa porra desse jogo segurar tanta.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Nedved. Cafu. Cafu tries making a foray down the right. Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet.
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Deco. That's Nedved. It's Nedved!
Oh,
Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead!
Gol marcado pelo Corinthians. Aos 26 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 8.
E aí, Marcos, beleza, meu mano?
Corinthians have
A gente
penetrated for the
passando pra
first
deixar o
time.
like. Valeu, Marcão.
Yeah, it's rare that one is
Obrigadão, meu
enough,
mano.
though,
Deus
Peter. I
abençoe
get the
aí, cara.
feeling they'll be wanting another as
Ajuda
soon as
demais nós
possible.
aí.
Well played.
Ajuda
That
demais
has
na
snuffed out
caminhada
the
aí,
danger.
mano.
Vieira.
Tá na sua frente, jogo
The
de uma
message
época.
is clear. None
Tá
shall
bola no
pass.
jogador certo,
And it's
mano.
Roberto
Deus,
Carlos.
claro.
15 minutes till half time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Platini. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Vinicius Junior.
Sim.
Out for a throw.
Marcos MV, passando pra deixar o like. Gosto demais.
Passes short and sharp. Roberto Carlos running with the ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cafu. Pirlo. And it's Nesta. Cafu. And it's Nesta. It's Pirlo. Cafu. Always onto this. Vieira. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. Well timed, excellent interception. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings the
Esse
first
aqui
half to a
demonstra, hein,
close.
mano.
So there we are,
Não,
half-time.
o
Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And well, there
Firmo,
was
mano.
a
Você é
genuine
louco.
flow
Firmo, o
about
cara
the
tá em
game.
todo canto
Most importantly,
da
there has been
partida,
just
mano.
one
Marcando
telling
pra
moment.
caralho, você é
It's
louco.
still
Como
very
tá a
tight
expectativa
here.
para
The
pegar
game
o
still up
Ronaldinho
for
Gaúcho?
grabs.
Eu
And the
tenho
half-time
ele já,
score,
ô
1-0.
Marcos.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good
Eu
energy.
queria,
A little
eu
more
queria
composure up
conseguir, se eu
front, perhaps.
conseguisse
That's not too
contratar o
much to ask.
Raika, mano. Eu queria o Raika. Acho que
Corinthians
vai,
come
acho que vai
in,
vir o
having
Raika lá,
established
né?
that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good.
E essa o Raika pra mim seria top. Se eu volto minha formação que eu tava usando, isso aqui não tá ruim não, mano.
That gets things going for the second half.
Corinthians definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Davids. Now it's Cruyff. It's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aí tem que decidir pra quem que toca, né, mano? Eu acho que tá jogando.
And now the
Meu
breakaway.
time joga contra
Good
eu
read.
e
That's
joga.
great positioning, so good from him.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Luis Suarez. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's under a lot of pressure there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Aqui, ó.
And here's Suarez.
Tava atrás dessas duas.
Great ball, and he's in here.
Meu
Suarez
Deus, mano.
finds himself
Não,
offside.
mas essa aí, né? Acabou aí,
Ah, tô nada, cara. Não gasta não pra ver. Que é aí, Marco? Só esse Ronaldinho aqui eu tive que zerar a boxe, mano. Acredita? Fui na base do sacrifício, mano. Oi, só. Quem que usar lá é mais forte que o bom.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And here's Messi. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, what has happened here?
Chuta de primeira, cabecinha, mano. Nossa, ele segura, mano. Meu
It's
Deus,
a
esse
decent
jogo
chance to
não é.
counter-attack.
Pull it. And he was
Ô,
alert to it.
jogo viado do caralho, mano.
This is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter. This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Ah, já vi a informação dele.
Davids. Oh, there's a probing ball. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Oh, just like a decent finish.
Ah, você é doido, hein? Tá doente?
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Era aqui no Deco,
That's
mano.
going to be a booking.
O Deco passando lá livre. Nossa, eu tava afetado, não coloquei o meu. Tô nada, Marcos. Tô devagarzinho, mano.
Choosing to
Isso
make
é
the
cara.
first change.
Igual escorpião.
Costa Curta.
O escorpião do bolso aqui,
Now,
senão.
who's going to be first to this? No, again, there's no way through. And
Boa!
no mistake.
Ele é muito roubado, né?
2 up now, and they are cruising. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Corinthians are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Maldini. Now Davids. And here's Cruyff. Oh, that's a key interception. And he's quick to snatch. Davids!
Não é tanta bola no pé do jogador desse cara.
And that has been clubbed away.
Corinthians have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That is a great pick out. Corinthians can consider themselves just about safe now. And he's being shifted off it. Fiddles it through. Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Has another go. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lovely feet. There's the shot. They just took too long getting forward.
Ô, Marão, só de boa pra cima deles, no cowboy, bom domingo pra você. Valeu, Marão, pra você também.
And now they can spring out of
Ainda.
defence.
Bonito, mano.
He's through here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Quer já ir pro trampo?
Substituição. Teremos 3 minutos de
Davids.
acréscimo.
Rijkaard. Oh, no joy this time. Cruyff!
Domingão é dia de trampar também, né, mano?
Get to that.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the referee
Isso
brings it
que o
to a
rosto é
close.
pra ter.
What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination.
Sim,
and
Marcos, eu também
occasionally
acho, mano.
magic. Simply, they had
Eu
all
também
the
acho que é
right
uma das
answers.
coisas que eles inventou nesse
Owen
jogo
taking
aí.
in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Foi isso aí, mano. Eles incrementou uns negócios no jogo que eu vou te falar pra você, cara. Foi do mesmo jeito.
Ô mãe, primeiro eu vou comer o
Brócolis. O que foi, ô? Caçador de confusão?
Mãe, primeiro eu tô comendo. Vem. Brócolis. Não, é pra comer com arroz também. Vai. Helena, não é só o brócolis.
Ah,
Mas eu gosto de comer só come arroz também. Quer farofa?
o Ben Spence.
Quer farofa, Davi? Tia? Tia? Você quer farofa? Quer salada de ovo só? Não, também? Entra. Salada de miojo? Não, o Davi falou salada de miojo. Ovo. Mas o quê? Você tá comendo só o brócolis.
Não vou comer só brócolis.
Come junto com a comida. Não vou tomar.
É. Então,
Sai do jogo pra comer. Vamos sair?
fala pro seu
Por favor.
avô. E ver desenho. Você come tudo.
Desenho?
Eu já acabei.
Nossa, mano. Bom,
Mistura com arroz, pega com arroz, feijão e carne. Cabecinha da pessoa. Você comia lá. Você comia lá. Com comida. Não é? Olha lá, pega o pai, velho.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Bye,
As you
Zoe.
can see, we are all
Bye.
set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. The action has already started. And here's Dembele! Dembele! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit. The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dembele, Pedri gets a foot in here. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's been cut out, well played. Gullit, and it's Neymar. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Crossed in once, a mighty effort! Smashing delivery,
Thanks,
just
Rio,
didn't do
Kane.
enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
esse viu quem.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Suarez, Rummenigge, Pedri in acres of space out wide. Up he goes! That's a decent clearance.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Neymar,
Mas tá aqui, tu deve estar com fome.
that's beautifully weighted. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he has been fouled there. Nedved goes in for the header.
Vamos, só vamos, Suárez.
Corinthians!
Boa.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vem jogar, Pedro. Isso mesmo.
Pedri,
Isso mesmo.
Rummenigge, Luis Suarez. Maldini
Tem como,
did
né,
well
pai?
to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vieira does well to get it back. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. And that interception
Essa bola não
was
pode
most
passar,
necessary.
né?
And it's Luis Suarez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's really well manoeuvred. Dembele.
Calma. Boa. Tá certo.
Pull it. Some resolute defending there. Luis Suarez. And it's Nedved. He can run onto that. Ronaldinho.
Engraçado, ele não passa, né?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi.
Entrar na marcação tipo, não tomar o gol. Ela joga bem, mano.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good
Pode
from
ficar
him.
sobrando pra ele toda hora, né, jogo?
It's Pedri. Ronaldinho might just make this. And it's Luis Suarez. Stood up well to him there.
Isso aí é da
Well,
falta,
that's a
né?
foul. Free kick's been given.
Bonitão.
Corinthians really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, he's caught
Opa, e
it.
cadê o pênalti?
The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Eu também quer demais, né, papai? Foi falta.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Luis Suarez! Pedri. Vieira. Casemiro.
Corinthians are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Neymar. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. And that's a good ball.
Ei,
Dijk gets
isso
good
era pra
distance on
fazer a
it.
porra do chute, mano.
And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the
Quem fez
first
o gol lá?
half.
Mas esse aqui olhou pra cá. Ah,
Oh, it's played in. Climbs up big! Oh, split second
Pra ter
reaction.
acabado, né, Juizão?
And that'll be the final action of the
Quase,
first
vai
half.
faltar uns dois já, né?
So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Corinthians head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
falei assim pra ele não vai querer como, obrigada. Ela falou, já tem visto outro, né? Ele deve saber, sabe, o que é coisa de...
And the action is back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Piqué. Van Dijk.
Tô esperando, não tem como te esperar um
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Luis Suarez. And they can counter here. Luis Suarez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nedved, who's set up one goal so far. Fiddles it through. Luis Suarez. Hits one!
Ah, que isso, cara?
Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied
Você é
him to at
doido,
least hit the
rapaziada.
target.
Olha esse gol, mano.
Beckenbauer. Pedri. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Messi. Corinthians needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, he's been caught on it here. In for the pieces. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now, what about a counter-attack? Not yet. Almost an hour gone. Rummenigge. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Ai, não tem
Oh,
ninguém.
no way through there. Well read, and the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is...
Vamos. Boa. Caralho, mano. Era pra ter feito esse gol faz tempo. Olha.
This is getting better and better. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Corinthians are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pedri. And it's Vieira. And here's Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Ronaldinho. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ronaldinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. And it's Ronaldinho. Nedved. Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Luis Suarez.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Ronaldinho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival, Casemiro. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's Luis Suarez!
Eu vou ligar uma bola. Suave.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Você podia estar como ali no meio ali da
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Nossa, essa devolução tem hora que ela é triste, mano.
Messi. Vieira. Rummenigge. He's got the shot away!
Essa devolução tem hora que ela é chata, mano. Ela é muito... devolve muito fraca a bola pro cara, né, mano?
A sopa tá seca? Vai fazer de manhã ou tarde? Amanhã. Eu vou ver que hora.
Não bateu pra comer?
É à tarde. É à tarde. Vai, é à tarde. Menina, vai, tá de graça.
Nossa, ela não comeu nada, gente.
Porque eu fiz muito.
Mentira.
Quando é assim, você tem que pôr.
Dá o celular aqui pra mim. Daqui pra mim. Anda logo. Vai. Vamos? Vai.
So, time for
Agora você-
changes.
Dá o celular aqui também, Davi. Vai, vamos comer. Todo mundo comer. Pega o celular e desenho.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18.
Now it's
Camisa
Owen.
23.
Deco.
Camisa 22.
Showing good feet. Great defending, strong and determined. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Tô vendo ninguém comer, só tô vendo todo mundo no celular e ninguém comendo.
Now it's Owen. Griezmann.
Olha o Davi, pegou essa doença, mentira.
Oh, well played, well played.
Pai, eu quero que todo mundo come. Quero que bem menos o que tem aí.
Are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a
Então,
comprehensive
chega daqui a
display
pouco
throughout,
fica tô
and
com
their
fome.
tactician in chief.
Tem alguma coisa de
brought great
sobremesa? Só
satisfaction
fica
from
sabendo do doce.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Estamos pra primeira, né, mano? Mas como já parar, né? Quem não vai voltar, vai cair de novo.
Vai cair na comida.
Cadê o canal do Marcos, mano? Fortalecida no mano também, né? Não é só.
É bom ficar sem celular? É bom, mano? É bom? Nunca saí. Tem medo já pra
Olha lá, o Davi tá comendo tudo. Vai. Você viu como é isso?
eu tava nas suas costas. Buceta.
Olha o Davi mostrando. Ó, o pouquinho só que ele deixou. Agora que mais certinho, Davi. Aí,
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. Shot a goal! He's
Isso, cara.
Well, they would have been looking at him to
Meu
produce the
profunda,
goods,
mano.
and
Meu
that was
Deus do
very
céu,
kind
velho.
of
Olha de
him
onde
to
que ela
oblige
chutou.
so
Aí,
early.
ó, viu? E olha que não queria comer mais, hein? Hã?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Changes him with that pass. And here's Torres. Nedved. Pull it. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Beckenbauer. Here's Rodri. Deco. Fernando Torres. There's the hit! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Corinthians grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And pull it! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Nedved. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. That has been cut short. Oh, great ball! Oh, nice touch. He might be... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Boca Juniors! And they're back in front.
The keeper
Com a bola de
deserves
fora
some
da área, esse
sympathy
goleiro não
there.
consegue
He may
chegar,
not have
mano.
seen that until too late.
Toda vez é que essa porra desse último.
Boca
Meu Deus,
Juniors
cara
go
chato,
into the
velho.
lead. Beckenbauer. He's through here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of
Yeah,
ifs
it
and
is.
buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Fernando Torres. That is a brilliant interception.
Eu não sei o que acontece com o meu time não, mano. O que acontece com essa porra desse jogo. Parece que é só comigo, mano. Tem hora que eu tô jogando. Mano, a bola só sobra pros caras, velho. Olha o meu Vieira. Olha o bloqueio do Vieira.
Oh, that's well spotted. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other
Chegou.
choice.
Ainda chegou com
Oh, he's enjoyed
dificuldade
that.
ainda. Né?
He evidently loves the
Tá
contest.
inteirinho na bola.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Nedved.
Olha o time do cara tá
Corinthians are
voando.
really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Meu Deus, você tá louco. Tem uns times que você pega aqui, parece que o cara opôs só a velocidade do time, tanto que o time corre.
Deco, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter.
Deu vontade
Looks
do
like
quê? Eu
this
fiz
is a
falta?
side that's
Eu nem
setting
encostei no
themselves
jogador
up for
do
a
cara.
counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for
No
that.
calcanhar.
In with the challenge. Torres. That is good alertness.
Olha, o jogador do cara tá lá. O time
He's
tá
got
correndo
away.
só a
Real
posto.
chance here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Martinez. Park Ji-sung. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Martinez. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Wilshere. Roberto Baggio. Vieira. And the pass is intercepted.
Esse cara sozinho.
Has a shot!
O cara sozinho na bola, mano. Você lançou o cara sozinho. O jogador do cara ainda chegou pra interceptar a bola, hein?
And we have
Eu
our
vou te
very first
falar
corner.
desse jogo, viu, mano?
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Eu te falar. É isso.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Decent progress down the left. Aimed beyond the defence.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus, mano. Um jogador. Ele vai lançar pra um jogador que nem correndo pra bola tá, mano.
He's played him through.
Olha isso, cara.
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really
Eu fiz a mesma coisa no contra-ataque e meu jogador lançou pro cara errado.
And
Tocou
this
pro
could
cara
be the
errado. Pro
final
cara,
action
ele
of the
veio no
first half.
contra-ataque e o cara lançou pro jogador certo dele.
Cleared without hesitation. Martinez! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score
Não
at
tá
the
jogando
break,
nem com time
and every
forte, tá jogando com
indication
time
that both
como se
parties
fosse um
are capable
alternativo.
of adding
Simples
more.
não. O time do cara.
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
É, oi, tô falando pra você, oi.
Vem. Vem, Ana.
Tem que esse negócio aí que não tá com fome, não tá com fome.
Señoras y señores, deseándole todos un feliz aniversario de casado a un
Tá
miembro de
feio.
nuestro club de fans. Cambio en Boca Juniors.
There's the start of the second half.
23.
Corinthians really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Wilshere. And it's Baggio. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well
Oh,
stopped.
meu Deus.
Looking for the runner. Oh, that was vital. And here's Baggio. It's Wilshere!
Ai,
Just
meu
misses
Deus do
past the
céu.
post.
Falar esse
I'm
jogo
serious
também,
denying
viu,
it, Peter,
mano?
but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Não tem lógica, mano. Esse jogo é chegar na primeira divisão, meu time não vai render mais, mano. Meu time não rende, mano.
Corinthians different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Backward it goes. Nedved! Too close for comfort.
Ó, cuidado. Ó,
Gently
Pode,
done.
não pode.
vai.
Beckenbauer. Wilshere gets a foot in here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Leicester did well to stay calm there. Wilshere. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Luis Suarez. Corinthians finding their passes. Wilshere did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Deco. Corinthians perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Wilshere. Now that's well seen too. Beckenbauer. Deco.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Baggio. And he's picked out the run. He is through here. Now the finish! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Cambio en Boca Juniors. Número 22.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Número 21. Número 11.
That pass has been well intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Boca Juniors have it back and can go again. He can run onto that. Decent hit! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. Cleared away. And the shot! Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, what a climb! It's in. And this is getting better and better. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great skill, and it goes like a rival to get his head to the ball.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Climbs up big! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Deco. Owen. Messi. He's got the shot away! That's another chance! And somehow he managed to miss it. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Played back in.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And here's Messi. He's had a shot!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Bellingham.
Começou a segurar, né?
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nedved. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
Ai, querendo.
Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, he's gifted it to the
Ah,
opposition.
tenta não, mano. Olha isso, cara. Ai, Jesus. Moral, mano. É só chegar nessa porra de primeira divisão,
That's
mano.
nice. Park Ji-sung. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now that
Não
is
consigo
commitment to
jogar
the
mais.
cause. They're up to 5 corners now. And that's not going to trouble
Ele não conseguiu
anybody.
subir com o Nedved.
And
Nedved
time
subiu
is up.
com Nesta, fez o gol.
Were
Só
a
que o
team
Nedved
not
ele não
short on
conseguiu.
effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
É nada, ele sabe que não tá nem jogando. Eles ficam mandando no escuro. Aí eles ficam mandando até entrar.
Anela, com quem você tá jogando Roblox? Com quem você tá jogando Roblox? É o Cauã, chama ele lá. Não, porque tem uns meninos chamando aqui na tarde. O pai não falou nada, não. Aqui, eu acho que ele tá bagunçando. Ela não vai chegar lá, vai dar pra Maria. Vai dar pra Maria. Dá pra ela. Tinha mais coisa, mas tá mexendo de lado assim, cuidado. Peguei só a gaveta grande assim,
Os Galácticos atropela.
vai beber pingo.
Sempre ver. Essa foi. Sim. Foi boa, né? Boa, pai.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. We have already started here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Mbappe. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Hart, shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's run loose here. That's gone for a throw-in.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit.
Tia, mano, ele lançou pra trás, mano. Meu Deus do céu, mano. Onde vai parar esse jogo, cara? Por que que ele lançou pra trás, mano? Mano, o Soares passou sozinho, mano. Por que que ele lançou pra trás, mano?
Messi. And here's Messi. And he's had a hit. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
É desligado, mano. Não usa porra ligado, cara. Meu Deus, mano.
Corinthians with the corner. They're first. Van Dijk clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Back into the middle. And it's Hullet. And he's gone back. And Hullet! And here's Hullet. That's a fabulous ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's been won straight back. So we're still where we started right now. Hernes. Distributed tidily. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
A forçação de passe que tá, hein?
Beckenbauer. And the pass is intercepted. Turan.
Tá jogando não, sabe?
Vieira. That's really well manoeuvred. Ronaldinho. Vieira. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of...
He's had a hit!
Goal!
Goal! Corinthians! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Teremos uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Corinthians are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Só pra colocar esse grandão aí pra cabecear.
Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Gets a good foot in there. Not the most accurate pass. Luis Suarez. And it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Strong running down that left flank. Vinicius Junior. Nicely weighted ball. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. Messi. Now it's Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Played back in. Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Luis Suarez. That's a shade optimistic. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved. Nedved. Vinicius Junior. And here's Suarez. Roberto Carlos. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And
Boa
the half-time
baleia.
score.
E aí, Danny Boy?
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Corinthians leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Entendi.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, he's been caught napping. Hullet.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Throw it.
E aí, Danny Boy? Dormiu de novo, cara?
Messi. Ernest. And a header!
Caralho, mano.
Boom, header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Sai, doido.
Dá bloco, você vai comer?
So, third corner of the game. He's got full. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Cleared away. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass has been well intercepted. Collier, good read, needed to be. Corinthians just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. And he's intervened well there. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got...
Luis Suarez!
Vamos, Suárez. Nossa senhora. Tá chamada da peste. Vamos.
There's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Público presente na
Corinthians are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Costa Curta. Now it's Messi. Messi. Vieira. Back into the middle. Played into space out wide. Vieira is there and he can get that clear.
Vai te tirar da puta, mano.
Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos. Collier. Aimed beyond the defence. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, that looks a cracking goal. He's got away. Big chance!
Vamos,
And
menino.
more and more and more. And surely that settles it.
Aqui tô.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Vinicius Junior really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Vamos bem. Quer jogar a bola? Bora que deu replay. Ué. Essa aqui é a última. Ah, eu nunca vi isso aí, deixar ela comer tudo. Tô comendo até cimento, se marcar no rumo dela, acho que ela come.
Ela comeu meu pão. Ela só não come.
Reverendo FC, nunca não.
Você sabe a ração, não, pô. Como? Ela na rotina dela. Não, viajar.
Esse vizinho, ó. É aqui, ó.
Seguindo você.
Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. The action has already started. And here's Vinicius Junior. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, this looks sharp. That is good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Nedved. That's very neat. Foyt, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Cleared without hesitation. Owen. Quarter of an hour played. Corinthians finding their passes.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Big chance! Goal! Japan! The breakthrough strike! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
De Bruyne.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, what has happened here? Has a go!
Corinthians are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, important interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieira. Japan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Luis Suarez. Koundé now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Suarez. Nedved. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's been shipped out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Beckenbauer. Vieira. Corinthians looking to pass their way through. Szoboszlai. Now it's Hullet. Japan have got it back and they'll have another go. Hullet! Oh, the ball's in for the pieces. Oh, that
Meu sonho. Meu sonho jogar com um time fraco assim
and the referee has
e jogar bem.
back and showed him a yellow card. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now Van de Ven. Onana. And here's Owen. He's had a shot. He's got a goal. Corinthians are back in business. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
No other outcome there. That was
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Corinthians head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge. Japan get the second half going. No reported change to either side during the break. Luis Suarez. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Suarez. Pullet chasing after it. Good ball over the top. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the runner. Now it's face to face with the keeper. And the shot!
Oh, Suarez.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Short changes him with that pass. And he's in. And De Bruyne! Plenty to enjoy about the
Tomou na
build-up
parte.
there, not so much the finish.
Ixi, eu vi que eu tô sem fone, hein? Vou ter que entrar pelo celular.
At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach
Mas
play.
oi comeu o cabo do fone.
Eu tenho aqueles assim, mas vocês não gostam?
Do que? De fio? Para queimar? Impressam pra mim. Eu acho que dá certo. A bonita comeu o fone no ouvido. Ah, fica na sua, é isso. Quietinho. Quietinho que é minha opção.
Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Ronaldinho. Szoboszlai. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gently done. And he's intervened well there. And it's Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. Van der Ven. Szoboszlai. Oh, super find. De Bruyne. Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Rummenigge, and he's on his way. And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Rummenigge can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Collier. Musiala, and he's got the beating of his man. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nedved.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for the run. He's had a hit! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Rijkaard. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's a fabulous... He's got the shot away! Koller. Hullet. Voigt. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Musiala unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That has been cut short. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Ronaldinho. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Lobbed in behind. Oh, and he's through the middle. Turns back here, probably the best option. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Luis Suarez taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So just time for me to say thanks to...